TikTok. Oh, this beautiful snowy day. I wanted to come on here because someone posted something about they want us isolated and we need to strive to make communities happen, gather in communities. And it really got me thinking, those of us who have hermited or who have isolated for years now, at least for me, when we build communities and we interact with the outside world, it's not from a place, geez, can I not be that red? Thank you. It's not from a place of trying to fill some void in ourselves, like we're lacking something, we're missing something, we're lonely, we're gonna go out and try to find a community to fill that void, which I think is a more socially acceptable form of community starting. And I'm only saying all of this to work through the thought, okay? So basically the thought is that those of us who have isolated, who have been in our own form of hermit mode, are choosing to create communities and to build with each other now because it feels so very important. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I feel like that just makes those communities that are being developed by people who are choosing it not to fill a void, not as some like unhealed way of moving, but in this like very intentional, very fortified, very protected way of moving. I feel like those communities that are actively being built within those minds and those spaces are going to be, thank you, Spirit, turning the tides, right? Like my turning the tide candle, turning the tides. Like that turning the tide candle that I had a client come back a year later. She told me she waited that whole year she spent looking for me. Could not find me on social media because she was looking in Meta and I'm only here on TikTok. Now I have a YouTube, but she was she had no idea because I only do one festival a year. She said, "Girl, you told me when I bought this Turning the Tide that when you made it, it was made with the energies and intentions of changing the chapter, right? You're and not even changing the chapter, closing the book. You're closing the book, you're putting the book back on the shelf, and you are opening a brand new book and you're putting pen to paper and you are creating." And that was the intention of that candle. It was to change your life. You want to change your life? Here's the blank book. Go for it. This lady came back to me to tell me that this candle, when she lit it, changed her life. It started her on a path of self-discovery, self-love, self-healing, and spirituality. She became someone who had this connection that she trusted and listened to and ended up following that instinct into a place where someone really desperately needed her. And she told me this very beautiful, touching story. And she just said, "You changed my life." And I will never forget that. Anyways, I think that us who are building communities now, us who have isolated and healed ourselves before we interacted with the outside world like that, I think that's That's the change that was necessary. That was the difference maker. That is going to be key, right? Hecate with the keys, giving us the keys, having us move within the ways we needed to move to be able to embody the key that we are to create what it is that we're asking for. I love life. I know this world is horrible right now, but also I love that amidst the terror and the heartbreak and the pain, that there's still beauty. And it's still just as important to take the time to recognize and to sit with that beauty, because it doesn't last. The same as the pain, it's only fleeting. All of this is fleeting. We're here to make a difference. It's just up to you what difference you make.